YouTube? It's your boy Sleep back with another video, and today we are reacting to celebrity worship is a mental illness. It's a lot that goes into this when it comes to the industry. It's a lot of stands, fans, a lot of fan pages and all that. It's a whole bunch of, what's the word? Start with a P. I just be forgetting. Yeah, it's a lot of parasocial. So, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's not stands, it's parasocial. You know what I mean? It's a lot of parasocials in here, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what this video about. But before we do, go ahead and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Noise Squad and like this video. So almost at 1K, let's get there. I am gonna start streaming now, so go ahead and hit the link in the description. Follow me up. But that being said, let's see what this video hitting for. Let's go.
Will you marry me?
Is this serious?
Will you marry
What's
me?
happening?
Keke Palmer getting asked to get
What
married.
is
He better go right now? Oh, he got the ring. Oh wow. You know what I'm saying? Word, gang, give me the 1K sub so I can shave, gang. I'm tired of this, bro. Dead up. It's itchy. You feel me? I'm looking rough. I mean, I look a little bit OC, you know what I'm saying? I might have to like skinny up the mustache, but you feel me? So give me the 1K subs, gang. Got a new follow. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce that, gang. BRXY. I mean, appreciate that. You did. Let's go.
I can't marry you. I don't know you. I'm so sorry.
New sub.
I'm so
15
sorry,
away.
sir.
15 away.
No, it's okay.
She wants to say yes. Okay.
She wants to say yes.
Oh my God.
And you got look how big the security
he
is.
should have been
dude.
pounded out immediately. When I saw Keke Palmer get proposed to by an absolute stranger
But it's proposed to. Imagine what her BD was feeling like. Like, damn, you beat me to it.
at South by Southwest, it signaled a terrifying reality of this new
And he got an
era that
actual
we're stepping
ring, bro.
into. Celebrity worship and
That's
parasocialism
crazy.
have gotten so far to the point where it's no longer just these one-off quirky comments on the internet, maybe some fan engagement, airbrush t-shirt, those things that we've been brushing off for the past couple of years. But it's now getting to the point where celebrities are actually being placed into harm's way. Their boundaries and their privacies are getting invaded, and nobody seems to care. But I'm here to tell you that we can no longer brush off these small incidents, because these small things lead to these major incidents where people feel comfortable enough in order to walk up on these celebrities that they don't know and give a legitimate proposal to them and look at the crowd and say, no guys, she wants to say yes. Celebrity worship and parasocialism have gotten too damn far. It's no longer a catch-all, but more so of a diagnosis for something bigger and badder to come. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a
Yeah, like what,
long way
12
for
minutes?
this channel. It
All
lets
right,
me
bet.
know that we are on a level playing field and that we have an okay relationship, not a parasocial one for me. Now, back into the video. This proposal wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. It was planned and it was calculated stalker behavior. This guy bought a ring, bought a plane ticket to South by Southwest, took off from his job also. Most people don't think about
That's
that during
OD.
this time in the economy. Bought a hotel room, bought access to the conference, and then had the balls to come up and propose to a woman that he does not know in real life and a woman that does not know him.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
This behavior is beyond parasocial. This man poses an actual threat to the safety and security of Keke Palmer. And I know a lot of people brushed it off because it's Keke Palmer and she doesn't have the internet's favor at the moment. But I think that there's a bigger conversation to be had here. This wasn't a joke. This wasn't a skit. This man was dead serious. And luckily she didn't get
Dead
hurt. But
up.
who knows what could have happened in any other instance. Oftentimes we wait until these big and grandiose events happen for us to make commentary about it or intervene or react to it. But I'm telling you right now, it's the smaller things that happen that lead up to these events that have me questioning, why is nobody saying this stuff? Oftentimes on the internet, we see weird reactions and interactions between fans and celebrities. And the only thing
Bro,
that
imagine being a fan. Imagine being a fan of Chris Sean Rock though, like a diehard fan of Chris Sean. Could have chose anybody, stun a girl like Anna. You chose Chris Sean though. Cut it out, man.
that people usually say is, oh, well, this person's weird, they're a glazer, etc. You know, they're Stan FC, blase blah, this, that, and the fourth and third. But the reality of these situations is that these are early warning signs to me, in my opinion, of somebody who has a relationship that is greater than just one of a fan. This is one that is bordering somebody who has some sort of mental illness when it comes to their relationship or lack thereof relationship, a made up relationship with said celebrity. I've never understood the fans that that cry at meet and greets because they're so overwhelmed, especially when we're talking about people who aren't real celebrities. No shade and disrespect to Krishan Rock, but there's no reason why a woman should be hyperventilating and about to pass out because they're meeting you. To me, the only reason why something like that would happen is no different than why these people would comment on her child to the extent that they do. It's because in their mind, they've built up some sort of relationship with said person and pedestalized them to a certain extent. And we don't talk about it because we brush it off as normal fandom, but to be honest with you, it's a little bit insane. I think another small example of parasocial activity that we brush off is this Gunna fan who paid seemingly $66 in order to run with him. Now, I know somebody's gonna say, Omar, he's just a weird.
66 ain't even that bad though. Hating? Because you ain't run with Gunna. Okay.
Weirdo, we should be overlooking this. This isn't a big deal. But to me, this symbolized the lengths that somebody would go to in order to get some sort of small interaction with Gunna. This guy seems fanned out, for lack of a better term, and to pay $66 to run with Gunna just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What it told me,
Bro, you got people paying $1,000 just to take a picture with Chris Brown, bro. Come on, dude. You talking about $66 just to run a marathon? And run with a celebrity. Okay, I guess it's too far
though, is
gone,
that
right?
this is somebody who is willing and able to do just about anything in order to get even this level of interaction with a celebrity. He paid $66 and ran miles with Gunna for a small glimpse of attention. And to me, this is just the tip of the iceberg as to how far people will go to get close to their favorite celebrities. This is the level before the escalation. And what happens after this is a total disrespect and lack of care for a person's boundaries, to the point where, honestly, the threats of violence can be justified because of how disrespectful some of these people are.
I heard about this, bro. Somebody painted a picture or a portrait of his kids and he felt some type of way about it. Another reason why I don't draw celebrities. Usually my kids though, gang. I mean, I don't know how I feel.
While DaBaby was at a
I feel about
nightclub,
that.
a fan decided that he was going to present him with a gift, something that people do to celebrities and famous people all the time. But what he didn't take into consideration is that this gift that he was presenting him crossed so many boundaries, it's actually disgusting. The gift in question was a picture of DaBaby's children, hand painted by said fan / creator. And I went on this person's page and I realized this is the niche / these are the things that he does on a normal basis. He paints people's family
don't
members,
think it's
whether
that
it be
bad.
babies, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, deceased and alive. No commission, just in an attempt to draw
That's
the
a little washy. You painting the picture of like somebody's dead brother and stuff like that. It might get them emotional. If it gotta be good. It gotta be done. It gotta be done right. Like it gotta be OZ. Like for you to do that, like it gotta be, cause it could be a hit or miss with that. I wouldn't play with that, dog. Why you can't just paint a mural of them?
eye of some sort of celebrity. Now, this is weird beyond belief. I shouldn't have to explain why. This guy looks up DaBaby's kids, downloads the pictures, again, not commissioned and totally a stranger, stares at it while he's painting for several hours, and then also locates DaBaby to present these things in a public setting because he knows that if DaBaby does do some sort of off-the-wall interaction with him, it'll make DaBaby seem more awkward as opposed to.
See, he thinking too much into it, bro, because it's not, I don't think it's that bad or that deep. I wanted to paint a picture. I'm a fan of DaBaby. I wanted him to do him a solid and paint him a picture of his kids so he can hang it up in his crib. That'd be dope. Okay. The only way that I can give it to him is going to a concert. Don't make it weird. Don't make
This
it weird.
guy. For what it's worth, I think DaBaby handled it very, very well. Jonathan is known to pound out dudes in this type of situation. But why did this guy, who is a painter, feel as though he had free range to do these types of things? I get that this is your style of content and you have to push the envelope just a little bit every once in a while. But at some point, you have to say, when you're searching up a picture of DaBaby's children, downloading it and blowing up said image and staring at it while painting it with no permission from either parent in this situation, you should probably say to yourself, you know what? I'm probably going a little bit too far. That's entitlement. That's delusion. And that's what parasocialism and celebrity worship is doing to people. What makes this situation worse is that DaBaby had to go and comment on this guy's page. He decided to leave this portrait and photos, which I thought was just so strange. He actually left photos of these two babies depicting like, hey, this is the inspiration photo, up on his page. And DaBaby had to justify not accepting the photo.
You still got you still got my daughters on your page as a grown man after I made it clear I ain't comfortable with that steady playing for this online attention. So when God put me put me back in front of you, I'm gonna show you how serious I am about my daughters. Best advice I can give you: get my children off your page and keep doing what you gifted at doing. Using my kids ain't the route to go if you want to go viral. That's the route if you want to get hurt. Damn. It's a father talking, not a rapper.
And give this man a message
standing
about
on
keeping
business,
this stuff up on his page.
First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into like grown ass men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of the nightclub.
At this point, you just don't give a damn about boundaries being set or honestly have any morals or principles. If I did something to someone and could feel the vibe and see the internet's interaction with the content I was trying to make was negative and not well received, at no point in time am I keeping these things up or continuing down this path. That's the thing about this fandom and parasocialness that we're going through. It's not even about the creator. There's no respect, there's no privacy, there's no boundaries that are being respected in these situations. It's all about the fan and what they can do and get away with. And I think in any case of celebrity worship, you can see patterns being continued through all of them. Entitlement, lack of boundaries, lack of respect for these celebrities that you ogle over make you do these things that you want to do. I'm not saying you, I feel like I'm talking to somebody, but we know who I'm talking about. The same admiration that has you breaking down at a meet and greet when you meet Krishan Rock of all people is the same level of admiration and delusion that has a man kneeling down in front of Keke Palmer trying to propose to her, one of which that is a stranger. And so we've seen where this spectrum can go, but what makes Keke Palmer's situation so much worse is what she said after the actual proposal in an interview.
I could see in his eyes that we've had romance. We had a lifetime in this man's eyes where he was like, seriously, like, it gave like, they finally came. And then that's when I knew when he started looking back to the people and he was like, she wants to say yes, help her say yes. But in the moment, it went from this is a joke to I've got to be careful with how I break the reality of this guy. This is nothing to play with.
Yeah.
And that's why I got just started feeling sad.
You ever seen Incredibles, dog? You know that #1 fan that was like, yo, like I'm a big fan and stuff like that. Get out the way, kid, you gonna get hurt. What you just say to me? Nah, you don't understand. I'm a big fan and stuff like that. What you talking about? Bro, you're gonna get hurt. Go home. What you just say to me, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta be careful, dog. These niggas is weird.
Because I was thinking to myself, man, this guy is in a really bad way, man.
Keke Palmer did something that most people wouldn't do in this situation. I think is very telling. In this very awkward and honestly threatening position, she started to feel empathy and sympathy for the guy that was on one knee. She saw the love and admiration and true genuine desire from this man to be with Keke Palmer. But the crazy thing is, this is a person that has a detached sense of reality from what is really going on. My thing about all this is, what if she had been rude? Like, what if she had laughed? What if she had said something off the wall, kind of snapped on him? How does this man that is this delusional deals with that level of rejection? Now, granted, she will be justified in doing all of this, but we now have to consider these other people's feelings because they are so parasocial and caught up and lost, and it wasn't stopped earlier, that the threat of actual violence and harm is real. We also have to remember that this was done in a public setting. What happens if this person was caught outside, walking by themselves, taking a smoke break, I don't know, at a park or something like that, not where there are cameras, multiple different people, security, etc., etc. This could have definitely ended bad if Keke Palmer didn't say yes and play into this fan's delusion even more. Keke handled the situation perfectly. She handled it with care and empathy and gentleness that honestly potentially saved her life. But ultimately, a stranger should have never gotten this close to her. Therefore, it was a security failure. And this isn't the first time.
This is almost like the situation with the what was it? Emeru? That was her name. That like had that situation where she was at TwitchCon and the fan came up to her and like tried to kiss her and all that, and by that it was too late. It was too late. They had got her out of there. They got him out of there, actually. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, dog. Where the security at? Y'all too late. Something could have happened. He could have done something crazy, and then you would have been too late, and you would have been out your job, dog. get on your job.
Of
You only got
seeing
one job.
parasocial fans have the ability to get close with their creator or celebrity crush, idol, whatever the case may be, with security not doing their job. Keke Palmer and DaBaby's situation show me a clear pattern that these parasocial and celebrity worshiping fans use public situations in order to corner these celebrities into weird situations in which they have to act respectfully and play into their delusions. Security is usually reactive and not preventative or proactive in any of these situations, thus leaving these celebrities and content creators to harm's way. It's the same situation where this guy bought tickets, flew to the event, stood in line, and waited for his opportunity to bum rush Emerald. These strangers don't respect any sort of boundaries, and ultimately, these things could have been avoided if people had taken these smaller signs that these fans and stans and people who are parasocial showed on the internet on a day-to-day basis. And the sad part about it is the question has to arise, what happens if we don't start taking these things seriously? What happens if we don't take
You
seriously?
don't start taking things serious like this, you know, it's just crazy because somebody already addressed this way back when. You know what I'm saying? Eminem had already addressed this game, and he had made a song about it. And if y'all watch Stan, y'all would understand how bad it can get, bro. This is crazy. Same, even let's take it further. Selena. I mean, it get weird. It
Seriously,
get
the people
wicked.
that put the tattoos on their body or change their name or say that they're a part of this clique or this crew that follows this celebrity on a day-to-day basis. What happens if we don't take these people seriously? At the end of the day, celebrity worship needs to stop. And not because it's cringe like the Chris Brown pictures where somebody is kissing
See, you might think it's cringe, but me, I'm getting that bag, and I'm bagging. I mean, ain't nothing. It's a whole lot of baddies there that's paying $1,000 just to take a picture with me. I'm gonna do it. Word.
on Chris Brown's cheek and they're doing all these weird photos.
Well, 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 we finally made it to the day. The day when I give up all my dreams on Chris Brown.
But because these celebrities' lives
wild.
and privacies are at risk. I stayed away from talking about the Rihanna and A$AP Rocky situation in this video because that is a truly disturbing situation that should not be handled very lightly. But I do think that that is a perfect situation that encapsulates what happens when we don't take the smaller signs, because she was doing these online diaries talking about how Rihanna was envious of her and jealous of her. When we don't take those types of videos and those pieces of content and those one-off moments seriously, it can become
To
situations.
say that, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta at least be a baddie, dog. Cause to say Rihanna jealous of you, and the picture that you gave, it's not giving what you supposed to be gave. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You is not the birthday. Word.
Situations where now these celebrities are being put in harm's way. We need to bring back actual criticism. We need to bring back shame. We need to actually hold people accountable, and we need to call out and cast out anybody who is showing any sorts of early signs of celebrity worship before it gets too late.
Bro, it's crazy out here, gang. It get bad. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's that Drewski vid. What's it called? But yeah, bro, it get bad, especially with the whole Senna, Valkyrie, and I forgot who else was with him when it was in. There was somewhere, and it was like some dude that was following them around, one for a picture, and then he kept following them around, and then threatened to like hurt them or something like that, and it kind of spooked them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It get weird. Or let's think about the time when it was, who was it? It was Yana and somebody else that was in Starbucks, and that guy that was just trying to get a clip off. Like, that's the wrong way to go about it. Crazy. Let's talk about the girl that snuck into DDG's mansion or whatever. Or was it DDG or was it Chris Brown? One or the other. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Let's talk about Drake. Drake had that little interaction with a fan. You know what I'm saying? He got the punches in. You know what I'm saying? Had to go to the bathroom, put some hot sauce in the rubber, you know what I'm saying? And then she tried to get it out the garbage. Ended up in the hospital because her thing was flaming hot Cheetos. Listen, it gets crazy out here, gang. Y'all just gotta watch out. That being said, that's the end of this video. Make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit the subscription box below the bell to the side for notice squad. Discord in the description, the original video in the description. I am streaming now, so make sure y'all hit the link in the description below to follow me up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, locked in, Let's get it.